Hey everyone, welcome to Finding Tickers, where we discuss stocks that our community is trading. This episode is brought to you by FREIBA E Watchlist, our signature trading service that shares a daily list of hand-picked stocks before the market opens, live trade alerts, trading strategies, portfolio reviews, market news, and much more, all to help you learn how to trade and become a better investor. So make sure you click the link below, subscribe today, and don't miss out on another opportunity. All right, let's get into some tickers. So first we have the SPY here. Overall positive day for the SPY. We had a decent curl on the chart. Just going to look at the daily chart here. So we're in this lower channel on the high end of the markets, still at relatively all-time highs. We had a pretty interesting day today. So again, we didn't make a new high, but pretty close, right? Some people will call this a double top. We talked about there being some potential profit taking today after what happened yesterday. But you saw buyers come back in, and again, today was an overall positive day. Now, just to have a look here, so we had quite a bit of a sell-off after this flag break. So we opened pretty much flat at around 477. Then we had this push here to a high of 478 and 478.11, and then we had this pullback here to VWAP, and then a lower high, rejected the 478 level, didn't break it, then pulled back and ended up flushing. It flushed all the way to a low of 475.92, where at that point we got a really nice bounce back all the way back up to VWAP, and started to pull back again, and had that lost that 477 level, had bounced off of 476 17-ish, and ended up curling and coming to the highs at 478.56, nearing that all-time high level once again on the SPY. So a pretty wild day, but a nice bounce overall on the day into the afternoon, back towards the highs, and then you kind of had this pull back here into the close, and we're still kind of consolidating around the VWAP level, and so things look pretty good actually. So as you can see here, this is 5 minute, right? We're in this range here, and we're looking for a potential breakout to new highs over the next couple of days. So we'll keep it on watch. We're nearing the end of the year, have just a couple of trading days left, so we'll see how the year ends up. We have a target of around 480 for the SPY, so we're pretty close. So we'll see what we get over the next couple of days. All right, so now we'll hop into our watch list as well as some trades, and then we have a bonus at the end, so stick around. Now, to start off with the watch list, we had Microsoft. So we posted a watch list before the market opens. Microsoft looked pretty bullish. We got a really nice spike out of it, and then it kind of followed the market with this sell-off to the lows. But the morning trade here was a 50% move on Microsoft. So congratulations to everyone that was in this with us. This was a pretty nice trade on Microsoft MSFT. Now, moving forward, we're looking for, similar to the SPY, is this all-time high break again. So 350 is a target on Microsoft. We do need it to break the 344.77 level again, and so we're relatively close to that this morning, but we'll look to see how we get, or if we get that over the next couple of days on Microsoft. It's MSFT. All right, next we have Moderna. So Moderna had a really nice bounce day. This actually came as a question in our chat room yesterday, and it really performed today. So we knew that Moderna was at a support level, and we were looking for a potential bounce. That happened today in a pretty big way. So we had a low of 233.20 on Moderna and a high of almost 250, 249.49. And so a crazy great bounce on Moderna today. And this was actually 115% move on Moderna mRNA. So, obviously they're one of the vaccine candidates. They've been having some supply chain issues. And again, it's something that we talked about in chat. So definitely you can go check out the conversation there. But it was at a key level. It bounced pretty nicely. And as you can see, it ended up into this channel that we have here. That the top side is around the 252 level. And so we're going to be looking for some more upside in Moderna. But today was a pretty massive day for it as far as bounce goes. And so we'll look for some more potential upside in it. We have some levels, we have some alerts, and we'll keep you guys posted. But congratulations to everyone that was in this today. All right. So now let's jump into some trades. So first we have SOPA, Society Path. This is a former runner, right? We traded it yesterday. We've been talking about it a lot. We got another big spike out of it today. We ended up catching this move right here and the break and push up to the $16 level, and the break is $16. But we were able to get about $1.33 out of this move here as we scalped it a few times on the way up. So it was a pretty nice move. We had this flag here, and again, nice breakout, push to those highs, and yeah, so we profited on that pretty nicely. Again, as an example, $1.33. Say you had 1,000 shares, that would be $1,330 profit on SOPA over those series of trades. So great move today. Congratulations to everyone that took this with us. We alerted it in chat as always, and SOPA was pretty major mover. So we'll look to see what this brings. Wonder if this is the last hurrah for it, but we'll see. It's kind of in this channel here, and so we'll see kind of what it brings next. But the key level right now is 1439, and so we'll look for some potential bounces to that level and see what happens at that point. But that is SOPA. All right, next we have DNUT. So this is Krispy Kreme, a donut company, hence the ticker. So DNUT, we had this on the watch list this morning before the market opened. It had a big day yesterday, and so we were looking for potential continuation. We got exactly that. We had this pop here. Also, first we had this open here, it's a little bit weak open, right? You had this drop to the lows and then a push all the way up to 1832. So it went about $1, right? So 17.35 at the low to a high of 18.32. We caught some of that move from about the 1780s to the break of $18, and that was a 20% move on DNUT. Obviously, would have been a lot more, right, if we caught it from the bottom, but this is on the watch list this morning, so some people did, and congratulations to everyone that caught this. That's DNUT, Krispy Kreme. Now, we're looking for some more upside in it. We have a couple targets here. We don't want it to break below 1756, but the upside for the next level to re-break is that break of 18. So I'm going to keep this on watch as we move forward here over the next few days on Krispy Kreme, DNUT. All right, another one that was on the watch list today was AMD, and this actually was a short play today. So we were looking to take this short. We caught the kind of second leg short here from the 150s down to the 148 level, and ended up being a 20% trade on AMD. And we're trading some other stuff, right? We talked about some of it. We'll get into some more here, but that first leg down, it collapsed pretty quickly. We were trading Microsoft to the upside, and so we're looking for another setup. And when we talked about the first drop, and then we alerted in chat again that it's setting up for the second drop. We took the second one and caught that 20% move. But anyone that took this, kind of the old way, as you didn't have a retest or even a hit, onto VWAP, didn't even tap that. So, this is definitely a short hold that you could have held most of the morning, which would have yielded a lot more, right? Probably about, I think it was from kind of top to bottom, it was around 110% or so on this AMD trade. So congratulations to everyone that took this short today. This was a nice one. All right, next we have Insignia, ISIG. So we were talking about this yesterday. We traded it. It did pretty well. We got some more volatility out of it today. A huge spike in ISIG this morning. We had this massive push, and then when the market opened, you had this instant pop and halt. And after that halt, we ended up catching ISIG on the way up here to the high of 29.91. And this is something that was at the $18 level yesterday. So over $10 a share overnight. Pretty impressive on ISIG. But we caught about $1 or so, $1.30-ish on this play today. So similar to SOPA, again, if you were trading, as an example, 1,000 shares, we would have made about $1,000, right? That is ISIG. Crazy nice move today. Pretty impressive. All right. And then, after ISIG, we had DVAX, DVAX, and that is DNUT. And so, sorry, 1 second here. Just a little technical difficulty. It is 2 a.m. here, and my system is freezing up. But we'll get going here. It happens in the middle of the night when you're dealing with live trading systems on, live video. But just clearing some data here, and we should be good. All right. So DVAX. So DNUT was another mover today. This was on our watch list this morning, and we had a nice move out of it. So before the market opened, this was around that $14 level, and getting another freeze here. So it was at the $14 level this morning. Let's see here. All right, perfect. Okay, so out the gates, you had this level here around 1450, pulled back right to a low around 1430, and then popped up here and pushed to high 1466. It was kind of, it wasn't the greatest mover. It wasn't a ton of volume on this today, but what we were looking for was this continuation breakout that we ended up getting. So because of what happened yesterday with the huge spike to 1513, that's probably what brought it on our radar. we had this breakout here over the highs, and so we took this trade right around here after the second flag here, and it ended up popping up to a high. Well, we're looking for $15 break. We ended up getting that 15, uh, getting out around $15, but then you had this push here into the close at around 15.05. So DVAX was a really nice trade. You probably had a kind of a tough time at the open, as it was a little bit of kind of uh, you know, not really a consistent push, but a kind of a pop and then a drop, right? Kind of gave it all back, but then it pushed to those highs throughout the rest of the day. But we probably had around an 80% move out of DVAX. Our trade on it was a 20% profit trade on DVAX, so pretty awesome. And DVAX is going to continue to be on a watch here as we look for some more upside in it. We're looking for that $15 level to break, and so that should come relatively soon, but we'll see here, right? So first level, or next rather, is 15.29, and so that's kind of the upside breakout on this. Looks pretty good. Again, it's really bullish, and so we'll continue to watch DVAX for some more upside. It's DVAX, Dynavax. All right, now let's jump into the biggest winner of the day. So BIIB popped up on the radar. It all of a sudden just started to explode around 2 o'clock this afternoon. We had no idea what was going on. It just ended up just pushing, right? And all of a sudden, right, you just had this huge spike in volume, quick price action. It went from 235 to 250 in 2 minutes, right? So it's crazy, crazy move. And we ended up catching it on a couple of after this pullback here. We took it for a new high breakout, and we got exactly that. So this went from 235 to a high of 261 in a matter of about 7 or 8 minutes, right? Super crazy move out of this. We ended up catching it here again at around 245 and caught this push to 255. So almost a $10 move in 2 minutes. And so this BIIB was a 253% win today. Wow, like that's all we can say, right? It was an awesome move out of BIIB. So the news is that there's speculation for a potential sale to Samsung for Biogen, and so that speculation brought this volatility, and we took full advantage of it. Again, this is why we trade stocks, and day trade them in particular. When we find these huge movers that happen, kind of on a whim, right? No one really knew that this was going to happen, of course, but at the same time, kudos to our team and our watch list, because we actually had BIIB on our radar on the 22nd. So if you want to check back to our previous watch list, on the 22nd, we had BIIB on that list. There was a couple reasons for that. They make an Alzheimer's drug, and so it was definitely an interesting potential play. And that thing came to fruition in a big, big way today. So congratulations to everyone that saw the alert, got in with us, and took this to the upside. This was a really awesome trade today. We scalped it a couple more times. So we had a second trade that was 38%, and another one that was about 15% on the last 2 trades that we've made. So, massive, massive day out of BIIB, 253%. Awesome. And then next, we have a swing trade that we just exited. So ADP, we got in this a little while ago. We talked about it in chat. We alerted the trade back on the 16th when we got in, which was right around here. We had this pullback and then a nice rip for about a week and a half straight on ADP. So ADP, we exited, we're out. And this was a 304% trade on ADP. So swing trades, they work really well also, and this was one of them. So ADP, congratulations to everyone else in it. We let everyone know that we're exiting our position today. So congratulations to everyone. We do have some potential upside now that it's at all-time highs. We felt comfortable with taking profit. However, 250 is probably the next level for this to break or at least test. And so we potentially see that over the next day or two as this thing is pretty much going parabolic. So ADP is definitely doing its thing. So congratulations to everyone that was in this. This is ADP, automatic data processing. They do payroll services and some other things for HR departments everywhere. That's ADP. All right, so that is the tickers from the watch list and the trades. Now let's get into the bonus and tell you what we have on our radar. We have United Airlines. So UAL is now on our radar. One has a pretty decent looking chart here, right? You have a double bottom here, and what is setting up to be a nice flag. And so the potential for this to break out of this small channel here is really high. One, we do have some bullish sentiment that just came in on this name, and so we're looking for a pretty decent move over the next couple of days. We don't know, who knows what, but spoiler for tomorrow's watch list, this is going to be one of those tickers. So UAL, we have you on our radar. So we'll look for some upside in this. We think that the breakout here is going to hit close to that $47 level, but the level for this to break is 46, basically 45.95. And so we'll keep this on watch, and we'll look for get some upside in UAL. Now, obviously, Omicron is still a challenge, but we'll see kind of what the price action brings and what we can make of it. But that is UAL, and that is all the tickers for today. If you don't mind, we'd like to know what you guys are trading. So leave a comment below. Let us know what you're trading, and also if you have any questions about your portfolio or any stock-related questions, investment-related questions, drop us a line. The best way to find us is in our chat, but of course, here on YouTube, you can go ahead and leave that message below, and we'll get right back to you. And if you enjoyed this episode, please like, share, and subscribe. Then click the link and join our community. The conversation really lives in our community, and we're growing pretty fast, and really are looking forward to continuing to help more people. And we appreciate all the support. And also, if you want to learn the strategies that we use to day trade, please shoot us a message. We can definitely help you out. You can join our program, and we'll love to help you. But that is all for us. Thanks for tuning in to Finding Tickers. We'll see you in the morning.